The learning is the Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov. Meseches Nedarim Perek Beis Mishna Beis. Karban loy oichalach, karban she'oichalach, loy karban loy oichalach mutter. In all these cases, it's mutter. In each one, it's its own reason. So let's go through it. The first one is karban loy oichalach. That which I'm not eating is a karban, so that has no shaykhis to a neder, because he would only be answering what he is eating. The alternative pshat in this is that when he's saying karban lo'echalach, he's saying a lashon shvua that I won't eat, and he's making a shvua in the name of a karban, which is not a shvua. The second case of ha karban she'oichalach, so that he's making a shvua that in the name of a karban that I am not going to eat this thing. So over there we say that you can't make a shvua in the name of a karban. The Gemara says that this is Rameir because according to the Rabbi Yehuda that we had in the last parak, even if he said karban le'echalach, it also wouldn't be asr unless he said kik karban, unless he said the chaf hadimyan. And the third case is loy karban le'echalach. So over here, it's a chayra stira to the Gemara asked to a Mishnah that we had in the first parak that we said that when he says lekarban, la karban le'echalach, he means to say that it's lekarban yehei, it should be like a karban, and therefore I won't eat you. So how come over here it's different? So the Gemara said that in the first parak it was likarban, so that's lekarban yehei, and therefore I won't eat you. That would be asr. But if he says la karban, then he means to say lekarban, that it's not a karban when I'm not eating. And you may say that mechalav ateshmeyahin, that which I am eating is a karban. So Gemara says we're going like our mayor that doesn't hold of mechalav ateshmeyahin. The Mishnah continues by shvua. These cases are aser. So if he says a lashon of shvua loy oichalach, I'm making a shvua that I'm not going to eat you, that's aser. Shvua sha'oichalach, a shvua that I will eat you. So over here, the Gemara says that he also means to say that I won't eat, because in one of two cases, either Abaye says that from the scenario we're talking about a case that someone's trying to get him to eat it, and he says, no, I'm not eating, and then he says, shvua sha'oichel, that it's obviously he means to say that I'm not eating, or in the word of shvua sha'oichel is mashma shvua, that I'm not going to be eating. So in that case, the shvua is chal and it's aser. And the third case is loy shvua loy oichalach. So over here we're going to say mechalav ateshmeyahin, that which I'm not eating is not a shvua, but that which I am eating is a shvua. So the obvious question is, a second ago we just said by Nedarim that we're going like our mayor that doesn't hold of mechalav ateshmeyahin, and here you are saying mechalav ateshmeyahin. So the Ran explains that Rameir only doesn't hold of mechalav ateshmeyahin by mammon. And Nedarim is inherently negei mammon because it's always chal on a chefsa. But shvuos, which is only on the person itself, so that's iser alone, even according to Ameir, we're going to say mechal avat shemeyahin, and therefore when he says lo shvua lo ocha, what I'm not eating is not a shvua, but what I am eating is a shvua, so that is going to be aser. Mishnah says zeh chomer b'shvuos min nedarim. This is a chomer of shvuos over nedarim. The chomer b'nedarim b'shvuos. Nedarim has chumras over shvuos. Nedarim has chumras over shvuos. Ketzad Amar koinim sukkah shani oisa. The sukkah that I'm making is aser to me b'teres neder, lulav shani yenoitel, tefillin shani maniach. B'nedarim aser. All these cases by nedarim is aser, but by shvuos is mutter she'ein nishbain lavar ala mitzvah, because you can't make shvuos nachal on a mitzvah, because the pasuk says l'yachal devarei, and we darshan devarei l'yachal aval meichahu l'chefsei shemayim. So the question is, so why by Nedarim don't you say the same thing? So the Gemara with the Ran explains that by Nedarim it's chal, he's asering the chefsei. By Shavuos he's saying that I'm not, he's making a shvu, I'm not going to action, I'm not going to sit in a sukkah. So then we say lo kol imenu la'afkur me'atzmai mitzvah sukkah, which you're mitzvah. But if by you're asering the hana of the sukkah, the lashon of the neder is on the chefsa of the sukkah, then it could be chal. Mishnah Gimel. Yesh neder b'seich neder, ve'in shvua b'seich shvua. A neder could be chal on top of a neder, but a shvua can't be chal on top of another shvua. Ketzad If I eat this piece of bread, I'm going to become a nazir, and he says that twice. And he eats the bread. So the Ran explains as lav dafka huadin. If he just says harini nazir, then he's going to be a nazir for 60 days. In the Gemara, there's a machlekes if it's dafka if he says harini nazir lemachar, or even if he says harini nazir hayom, it's going to be chal 2 separate naziris. But by shvua, the halacha is shvua shelo va'achal. One shvua can't be chal on top of another shvua. And the Gemara Daf Gimel Min Aleph explains that this is learned out from a pasuk Nazir lahazer melamed naziris chal on naziris. The naziris could be chal on naziris.